Welcome to PGold. In this video tutorial, we are going to understand how to fill up the timesheet and how to approve or disapprove the timesheet. So let's start with the sign in. Very first, we will have to come to the OBS for the reason to set up the location settings. A particular organization will have the many projects and those project locations are need to be set up over here. So we are right now into the location master and all these standard locations are need to be entered over here. The reason, all the employees who are deputed onto the specific projects will be assigned to work at this specific location. So this is the example that I'm going to upload. I'm browsing the Excel and setting up the location. So Mumbai, Delhi and Sharjah are my three locations. Now further part is the setting. I clicked on the settings and the objective over here is to set up the weekly off of a specific location as well as the calendar holidays. So there are two methods. One method is to directly make an entry on screen or download and upload the Excel that I shown you earlier. So right now I am adapting the way to create an entry on screen itself. I am saving this entry and I am done with the calendar setting. Now next part is to file up the timesheet. So for this reason, user will have to log in. Once the login is done, they will have to click on the timesheet. So timesheet module has the three main tabs, that is the daily timesheet, weekly timesheet and the monthly timesheet. Daily timesheet screen is the main entry screen where the user will have to create an entry of their timesheet on daily basis. The date is by default appearing the current date and it can be changed to the other day. Check-in time and check-out time is appearing by default with respect to the employee's location where he has been assigned to work. So I'm selecting here the date and I'm clicking on a plus button for adding up my activity of a day. So right now I am going to add one activity of a specific day. My day starts at 9, my activity starts at 9 and the activity ends at 1 p.m. Next I am selecting here the project under which I have worked, and next this is an important screen. Here I am selecting the WBS activity ID and in a specific project under what particular activity I have worked, that activity I am selecting here with the mouse double click option. Next, according to that, WBS activity name and activity code is building automatically. And next I am entering over here the long description of my activity. In the very similar manner, I will add the additional row to file up my second activity. So selecting here the start time of my second activity and the end time of the second activity. Selecting here the project under which I have worked and then selecting here the WBS activity ID against I have worked. So again the activity name and activity code is building automatically with respect to the selection I have made, and I am filing here the long description. Apart from these, if any highlights of the day I need to enter, I can enter it over here so that it can come into the picture of my senior authority very easily. I am saving this information, and in the very similar manner I can file up the timesheet for the other days. Like earlier I have entered it for the 16th, right now I am entering it for the date 17th. So in the very similar manner I am adding up over here two activities for the day, filing up here my description of the activities and saving it. In the very similar manner I will do it for the remaining days of the week. Right now I am doing this filing for the 18th and selecting here the time zones for the start and end of a specific activity and completing my filling activity of a second activity of the day as well. So this way we can fill up the timesheet Now my timesheet entry is done. So next activity is to how to approve the timesheet or disapprove the timesheet. For that reason, the approving authority need to log in into the system, and then he has to come again into the timesheet portal. Over there, the login authority can go to the menu called view attendance, and over here the further filtrations can be applied. Suppose right now I am interested to look after the timesheet of a specific my subordinate Mr. Vikas. So I have applied the filter for week, month and year, and I can view the timesheet of this specific week. Then if I come into the approval screen, I can see this kind of legends that are giving me the information of the timesheet filing done by the Mr. Vikas. So these buttons are the clickable buttons. If we click on this any button, it will pop up, it will produce a new pop-up window like this. And here I am monitoring the timesheet of Mr. Vikas for the week 4. So I can see over here first row is indicating the project name Prodocs, and the week wise the time in and time out I can monitor over here into the standard section. And next we have the extra section. Extra section is giving us the additional information of the overtime he has worked, overtime for which he has worked. So right now I'm giving my approval like in this way. I enter the comment and remarks and I clicked on the approve button. So this way I have filled up the timesheet approval. And now next, as an project manager, I can monitor the total man hours consumption done for a specific WBS activity via the timesheet filing procedure. So for this reason, I'm logging into the system one more time. I'm going back into the organogram OBS. Over here, I'm accessing the project activity. I'm selecting the project against which I'm looking forward to monitor the consumption of the man hours, and on our screen we can see the man hours are built over here automatically through the timesheet filing activity.